Okay.
Fantastic.
Okay. Come on up. We'll just have a little chat.
Come on, the white's sitting
Don't
up
be
there.
shy.
Up there.
There's steps over there if you need them, Paul. Yeah, the other side. That's better. And this, he has been a part of WHBC with his own show for a very, very long time. Every Friday morning, you get to hear it from 9 until 10. So that's why we want to make sure we have a chance to talk to Paul.
Of course.
I'm sorry? No, you know what, Paul? It's kind of interesting. Go ahead and have a seat there. Since I turned 60, I'm over 60 now. I can't do that all night thing anymore. Yeah, I can't do it. I cannot stay up all night. So I did go home, check on the cat, check on my mom, got some few hours of sleep, and now here we are. So,
Okay.
but we appreciate you. Obviously, this is normally your hour on the radio every Friday.
Yes, sir.
And talk about your show just for a minute. And just the importance of sharing all of the great information that you do.
We've been on WHBC for 15 years, and I think we've talked probably every doctor for miles around, every nurse miles around, and and a lot of other individuals that contribute to healthcare. So
yeah,
very interesting. I've learned a lot. Okay, and it's kind of interesting that people are now asking me now what program who's going to be your guest on Friday? I said, I don't know.
I don't know. We're just going to do it. That's right.
Yeah, my daughter Joy here is the individual who writes the script. We do have a produced script, and she also chats with the guests or marketing at Altman Hospital, which is our sponsor. And so we've had some very interesting programs over the years.
Yeah, you really have a lot of good information shared, for sure.
So I personally have learned a lot. That things that just are happening out there in the healthcare world. That sophisticated surgery and all sorts of skincare and just on and on and on.
When I came out to Louisville, you took me on a little tour of your pharmacy.
Right.
Got to see the inner workings in the back there.
Right.
And it's different these days for you, isn't it?
Sure, it certainly is. The prescription cost or prescription remuneration to us has declined dramatically. It's kind of a pretty tough situation, and so a lot of new meds. When I first started out as a pharmacist in 1966, okay, we had just a few meds on the table that were antibiotics and a few tranquilizers and all that stuff. And now it's kind of gotten to the day that, man, it's just so many meds. I happen to have a minor breathing issue, and I was in one of the physicians that handles that sort of a end of your body. And I'm sitting in the office, and I'm looking at this chart on the wall, and the amount of inhalers is just overwhelming. Because we don't always have an order for all of them. But when I started out many years ago, we only had one or two inhalers. Now we got 20 or something like that. So it's just so advanced, And as I listen to the program here the last day or so, and the treatment of the children and all that, it's just amazing.
Yeah,
it truly is. And I think there's something special to be said about hey, in a lot of ways, the future is now. The advancements in technology and medicine and stuff like that. But I think as you talk about this, the idea of man, we have to take a second to thank healthcare professionals.
Oh,
The stories that these families share about the doctors and the nurses and the people that have treated their children. If you're going to work and you're wearing scrubs, consider this a pat on the back, because, dude, I have so much respect for those people who take that challenge on.
correct. I've had, a few issues. I'm only 81 years old. Okay. So
He looks pretty darn good for
So-
81.
Good,
That's
Paul, you look good. Come on.
so doctors, kind of around me, personally, and it is really quite amazing what's happening and what these guys are doing, what the hospitals are doing. As I was coming over here this morning from North Canton, I went down Whipple. Huge Altman set another hospital set up there with their facility, all kinds of doctors' offices, and I was thinking back, gee, I cut my hand when I was a kid, and I went to a doctor's office, and he sewed up my hand in the doctor's office. And, not today, man. And the clinics that are around, with stacked with very, very good individuals. Not necessarily have a doctor, but they have physician's assistants and all kinds of people that really know what is going on. So just amazing.
And your son Brad is a compounding pharmacist, correct?
Yes, my God.
Yes.
They make compounds for birds, snakes, and humans, and it's just absolutely crazy what they're doing.
That's insane. And I would imagine, we have all these folks talking about the GLP-1 shots and all that stuff, and so that's making it crazy too, isn't it?
Yeah. Injections years ago, pharmacists never gave injections.
No, right.
Now we're the major flu vaccine shooters, in the country, and just think of that disease that was a few years ago. Boy, that was really something.
Yeah, it was unbelievable. We talked about that all the time.
Yeah.
So, just give folks an idea of why you chose to be involved with Wishes Can Happen. I know this is your hour on the radio, but that's not why you're here. You're here because you're sharing in our love for raising money for Wishes Can Happen.
One of the things that happened years ago, mom or dad used to bring their children with them to the pharmacy for a prescription. Now, with the advent of drive-through windows, they don't bring the kids in. They leave the kids in the car. However, we have a discount store in Louisville known as Half Off and Hot Buy stuff. They bring the kids in there because the kids are looking at the toys.
It's good.
Okay, so I really get a chance to talk to the kids, that sort of thing, and it really is a treat.
That's funny you would say that, because I remember our family, like the pharmacist at our pharmacy, not any other thing. It was a pharmacy at the top of our hill. He knew every one of our family members, and
my experience as a pharmacist and pushing many, many years, I've dealt with a lot of people that terminal cancer, diabetics, all sorts of situations where I can remember a lady who was a very, very good patient and customer at the pharmacy on Tusk, West Tusk. And her husband said, well, she's in the hospital. And I said, well, what do you mean? Well, she's attracted to bone cancer. So I go back down to the hospital. I visited a lot of people over the years in the hospital. I go down to Altman, behind the store. There she is, laying in bed. Brain was 100% clocked in. And we had a nice chat. And I said, well, how are you doing? And somebody behind me said the cancer broke both of her legs.
Oh my goodness!
Bone, through the bone, broke the legs. Separated the legs.
Oh my goodness!
From the lower part. I can't remember her name because this was a long time ago. But many people over the years developed issues that required heavy pain doses, and were just good people.
Yeah. I
And-
imagine happening to kids.
Right. I can't even. Here sits my daughter Joy. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
And I have a son, obviously, who's now president of the company. Joy's our accounting rep inside the company. Fortunately, neither one of those have ever had a disastrous sickness or whatever.
Yeah.
I cannot imagine what these people are going through.
I can't either. It's the hardest. It has to be the hardest thing ever.
The idea, and I think it's so important, and you hit the nail on the head. If you are lucky enough to be the parent of a child that is healthy,
Yes.
grandchildren that are healthy, show some appreciation to that fact.
Yes.
Make a donation, show that gratitude, because it is, man, it is just such an unbelievable blessing to say that my kids are healthy. And so many families in the Stark County area not so lucky.
That is for sure.
And luckily for those families, Wishes Can Happen is here. So 330-649-WISH, WHBCwishes.com, or stop by Springbrook Plaza is the place. It's the 18th annual AultCare Wish-A-Thon. Pam, this is big stuff, right?
This is very big stuff. And Paul, we both we appreciate you coming by today.
Sure.
Thank you so much.
I brought a few bucks too.
Very nice.
Brought a few. That's
We
what I
like
like
it.
about you, Paul. Every time you show up, you got something with us.
That's right. You always have a gift.
Talk to Joy. Ask her why she's doing this.
Joy, come
Joy.
on.
She's
Get up on
like,
the
no, I don't want to talk on the radio.
It's a family business. You guys, you know it. Come on.
He's the radio guy.
Ellen, Brad, we're knocking him out of the way. Come on.
Well,
You get up
I don't-
here. You get up here.
Brad has to pull the shit.
Yeah.
He's working today.
There you go. Somebody's got to do it, right?
Yeah, for sure.
Well, I mean, this has to be big for you too. I mean, it's important to be a part of the community. You guys are part of the community.
Yeah. And I just want to thank our partner, Altman Health Systems, who every week is gracious enough to share their doctors and nurses and their educators with us from every health and wellness topic from A to Z each week, so we can help educate the community as well.
All right.
You know, the absolute depth of their staff is just beyond belief.
I know.
I had a heart cath a long time ago. My God, I forget how many people were in that department, but all the doctors are just terrific, and the nurses are terrific.
And you've interviewed them all, right?
Pretty close. Pretty close. All right. Well, we got to take a break.
Right.
And when we come back, we're going to have a Wish family we have to talk to, and we'll do that. We want to talk to, and we will do that again. We are here at Springbrook Plaza and on News Talk 1480 WHBC and Mix 94.1.
It's hour 28 of the 18th AultCare Wish-A-Thon to benefit Wishes Can Happen. Sponsored by the Medicine Center. Health Matters.
Looking for unbeatable deals on top brands? Head to Family Wholesale in Canton's 30th Street Plaza. With 28,000 square feet of national brand merchandise, apparel, home goods, health and beauty products, and more, you'll save up to 70% off retail prices. As Stark County's largest liquidation store, Family Wholesale is your one-stop shop for incredible bargains. Don't miss out. Visit Family Wholesale today in Canton's 30th Street Plaza. And don't forget to check us out on Facebook for exciting new deals weekly.
You put the left side in, you take the left side out. You put the right side in, and you shake it all about.
You best turn into We Pluribus, where we turn this thing around. That's what it's all about.
We Pluribus with Michael Chiselka on News Talk 1480 WHBC. Tune in every Saturday morning at 9 a.m. A better way forward. Together.
Hi, I'm Pam Cook. Join me and our friends at General RV as we make a difference in the lives of our local families. It's the 18th annual Wish-A-Thon benefiting Wishes Can Happen, and it's all possible because of the generosity of you and great local supporters like General RV.
Grab your clubs. It's the American Heart Association's 28th annual Bill Phillips Legacy Foundation Golf Classic, happening Monday, August 11th, with a 9 a.m. tee time. Join us for a day of golf, games, and giving back, all in support of heart health in our community. For more details and to register, visit heart.org/Canton Golf. That's heart.org/Canton Golf. Let's swing for stronger hearts. We'll see you on the green.
Let's go! You're still glowing, flirting, grooving. You still got it. But your immune system weakens as you age, making it harder to fight flu, pneumococcal pneumonia, RSV, and COVID-19. Vaccines are a key part of any health routine and help strengthen your immune response. Ask your doctor or pharmacist which vaccines you need. Schedule in minutes at vaxassist.com. Sponsored by Pfizer.
Shop the Sherwin-Williams Super Sale and get 40% off paints and stains August 8th through the 14th. With prices starting at $29.39, it's the perfect time to transform your space with color. Whether you're looking to revamp your interior or exterior, we have you covered with bold hues, soothing neutrals, and everything in between. Visit your neighborhood Sherwin-Williams store or shop the sale online. Delivery available on qualifying orders. Retail sales only. Some exclusions apply. See store for details.
Here's Comedians and Sketchers Getting Comfortable, presented by Hands Free Skechers Slip-Ins.
Hey, I'm Bobby Slayton, and I'm here with my pal, comedian, and Skechers ambassador, Mr. Howie Mandel.
Why did it take so long to invent something as amazing as slip-ins? I know it seems simple, but it took Skechers to invent a better pair of shoes.
Yep, with Skechers Slip-Ins, you just step it and go. You don't have to touch your shoes. And by the way, Slip-Ins are for the whole family, men, women, and kids, in all your favorite Skechers styles. Find Skechers Slip-Ins at a Skechers store, Skechers.com, or wherever stylish footwear is sold.
They say nothing's free in this world. Well, our website is.
A monthly subscription?
That's not us.
No paywall here.
Free and easy. That's our website,
WHBC.com. It's filled with local news, sports features, and schedules.
Whenever you want it.
Podcasts, pictures, videos, and more, all at WHBC.com.
You can put your debit card away. We're free.
Just turn us on. 1480 WHBC. Just turn us on.
Finish your high school diploma for you and your family. Visit finishyourdiploma.org to find free adult education centers.
Finish your
near you.
PSA, and then we'll go come
Brought
back.
to you by the Dollar General Literacy Foundation and the Ad Council.
Now, back to the 18th annual AultCare Wish-A-Thon to benefit wishes can happen. Here we go. Live from the Develop Apartments and Builder Pavilion at Springbrook Plaza. News Talk 1480 WHBC and Mix 94.1.
All right, Pam Cook with you, Matt Fantone. We are here at Springbrook Plaza. The sun is shining, but we're still stuck at number 14. We need to move ahead. Get those donations in this morning. You can stop by and see us. You can go to WHBCwishes.com. And you can also, of course, call us if you would like.
And each one of those 14, each one of those numbers, it's not just a number.
No.
It is a wish coming true for a family here in the Stark County area who has a kid with a life-threatening illness. And it just bears worth repeating. This organization's been doing it for 40 years, so they know what they're doing. Their integrity of dollars donated is unparalleled when over 95% of each dollar goes directly to the cause. And this is a labor of love. No one's taking a salary. No one's taking, a dollar out of that till. Everybody's doing this because they believe in it. So when you donate to Wishes Can Happen, you can feel good about it in pretty much every way I can think of.
And there's no better way for us to explain to you why Wishes Can Happen is so important than to tell you the stories of the kids and their families. And right now we have Rachel with us this morning. Hi, Rachel.
Thank you for having me.
And so Max is your son?
Yes.
Okay, so we want to know about Max. Tell us a little bit about Max.
Okay, Max is 7 years old. He has a super rare genetic condition called MCAP, megalencephaly capillary malformation syndrome. So he was born very premature. He was in the hospital for 7 months after he was born. He was trached and on a ventilator for 4.5 years. Today is actually the second anniversary of Max being decannulated, meaning getting his trach out. So he's doing much better. But he faces a lot of medical challenges still to this day. He's epileptic. He has hypoglycemia, so he has a G tube. And just, we don't have the typical life experience with him.
Right, right. So how did you find out about Wishes Can Happen?
So we had a nurse named Amber who she was with us since we came home from the hospital for about 5 years. And she went on a trip with a little girl a couple years ago and then nominated us for this trip because she really thought that it would be, Max would love it. And Max also has an older brother named Bo, who's 8 years old, who is just over the moon that we just told him that we're going. So he's just like so excited. So she's the one that told us, and she's actually coming with us as well.
Oh, wonderful.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
awesome. So how did you come up with the wish, the decision to go to Disney?
Amber influenced that. Also, my mom had been talking about wanting to take my kids to Disney for years. My mom just passed away like 2.5 weeks ago.
Oh my gosh.
So
I'm sorry.
We think that she's going to be watching over us in
Oh, she
Disney,
will
and
for sure.
she's going to be there with us because she would be like just so ecstatic. She couldn't wait. And Max had just never been stable enough for us to even think about going on a vacation. We've never been on a vacation with the kids. So
Your mom will be there in every smile.
Yeah.
I promise you
Yeah.
that. I promise you that. And the idea of you guys getting to get away. And here's the thing is, you guys haven't had this wish granted yet. And every family that we've talked to that has gone to Disney raves about it.
Yeah.
It's not just like, hey, you're going to go to Disney and hopefully you're not going to wait 3 hours in a line and hopefully
Right.
you're not going to, bankrupt yourself or anything like that. It's all expenses paid. It's VIP status. It's, the ability to gain access to things that, you just couldn't do without Wishes Can Happen. So I'm so excited for you
Yeah,
guys. I'm excited
definitely-
for Bo. I'm excited for Max. It's
Yeah.
awesome.
we definitely know like this is like a once in a lifetime opportunity. The whole experience, like we're so grateful and so excited to do this.
So who's all going again?
Me and my fiance and Bo, Max, and then Amber, the nurse.
Okay.
His nurse will be going with us.
Okay.
Yeah.
And you go when? I know that I have
The end of September.
End of September.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, perfect time to go to Florida too.
We're actually we kind of picked that time because we're big Halloween people and we're hoping the Halloween decorations are
Oh, yes.
So, we think they will be. So we're super excited. And Max doesn't do well in the heat. That's why he's not here today. He doesn't do good in a lot of heat. And he's also nonverbal, so he wouldn't add much to this radio segment.
But the idea of October and hey, we're getting closer and closer
Yeah.
to Halloween, and you
Yeah.
guys are getting down there for that. That's going to be so special.
Yeah.
And that's what happens when people donate to Wishes Can Happen, making these kind of dreams come true. For Max, for Bo, for Rachel, and for families like theirs all of the time. So when Wishes Can Happen, when Madeline reached out, like, what was that process? Because I know nobody wants to get that call from her, but when it does, it's bing, bang, boom. So like when she called, what happened next?
I would say I felt kind of surreal because she had a lot of options there's more things that you can do than just Disney. There's other options if that's not something that would be appropriate for your kid. But she went through the process of how it was going to work, what we could do. It was very easy. They're very communicative. They got back to me back and forth very well. And then once we chose Disney, we met with Beth, who went over like kind of the process, where we would stay, how everything would happen coming up to that, because it's not just packing a bag and getting on a plane. We have to have medical equipment. We have to have, different kinds of transport to and from the airport and all of those kinds of things. And they have it down to a science to where this is what we're going to do and this is how we're going to do it. So it's been a very easy process and very well organized, in my opinion.
That's awesome. That takes a lot off of your shoulders and gives you
the
a minute.
idea of traveling is very daunting to me in
Has to
general.
be.
So to have people who understand that it's not just get in the car and go kind of a situation is really helpful and reassuring to me.
Yeah. And everybody tells us, this is not just for the Wish kid, it's for the family too.
Yeah.
It's a big deal for the family too.
Yeah. yeah, so we're over the moon to be able to do this.
And I can't wait for you to come back and tell us how
Can't
everything.
wait for next year. Can't wait to hear all about it. And this is what's been happening for 40 plus years with Wishes Can Happen. That VIP treatment, the empathy and understanding what families are going through, the ability to build bridges and shorten gaps when it's like, hey, you need special treatment or you need a special transportation or you need special, whatever. The fact that Wishes can do that is truly amazing, but it only happens with the community support. So if you hear Max's story, if you hear Rachel talking about what's happened to their family and you feel like, hey, that's something that speaks to me, now's the time to do something about it. Now's the time to make a donation. So stop by. Springbrook Plaza is the place, 330-649-WISH or WHBCwishes.com.
All right. Thank you so much for coming by.
Rachel,
Thank you.
Appreciate it. You did a wonderful job. I told you it wouldn't be any worse than Dennis.
You did fantastic.
Thank you very much. And again, here I am with Matt Fantone. I'm going to get Matt. You're going to be joined by John Bazika here in just a few.
I'm so excited. I don't want to kick you out, Pam. You know I love being on the radio with you. It is an honor each and every
I'm voluntarily leaving.
Lady, you need a break. You got to get out of here. We're going to give you a blow. And John Bazika back at WHBC.
Yes, he is.
That's
yes,
huge
he is.
news. That's
He's
huge news.
Account executive for us now. And also we'll be doing a high school football stream game. So we're excited about that.
Nobody does Stark County High School football like 1480 WHBC. I will tell anybody that time and time again. Pam, Dan, Kenny, John, the entire team over there. You guys set the standard. You live up to it for a reason. And yeah, dude, Stark County High School football's coming up.
I know it is. And speaking of Dan Belford, that's where I'm going. I'm going over to Massillon to Friends and Family Credit Union for Wishes on the Road.
I love Belford.
I'll be there from 11 to 1 today.
He's going to be styling and profiling, isn't he? Every time I see Dan Belford, that guy styles and profiles.
He's got the very special, it's the Friends and Family Credit Union Wishes Can Happen t-shirt.
I love it, baby. I love it.
So he will be sporting that, and we'll be registering folks to win Doobie Brothers tickets. So it'll be a lot of fun. I'm very excited about it today.
Get out of here. Go have fun in Massillon. Get some donations. Make it happen for us. And when you get back, you know what it's going to be time for.
I know.
You know what it's going to be time for. That's when stuff really starts happening. So, no, man, we're so very excited. Get out there. Go see Pam. Stop by Springbrook Plaza. WHBCwishes.com. 330-649-WISH. That's 330-649-9474.
Do you want to mention this one traffic note for folks? All lanes closed on Route 30 in Columbiana County, east of Hanoverton, west of Lisbon. If you travel on 30 that direction, you have to use 172 to get around the closed part of Route 30. So again, that's our traffic tip for this hour.
They got to put you up in the helicopter at some point, Pam. Oh my gosh.
Are you kidding me?
And that's why you
No,
guys
no,
set
no,
the
no,
standards.
no,
You're out
no,
here.
no,
You're
no,
doing
no.
traffic and weather, Pam.
I've got younger people to do that for me. I'm not doing that. I wouldn't have done it when I was young either. So anyway, we're going to take our break. And when we come back, it'll be Matt Fantone and John Bazika live from Springbrook Plaza here on 1480 WHBC and Mix 94.1.
Start healing sooner. When you need surgery, we're here for you. Here to help you put aside the excuses so you don't put off the surgery you need any longer. Altman is here with more board-certified surgeons in more locations close to home. State-of-the-art robot-assisted surgeries, along with a wide scope of surgical procedures and treatments. All here for you. And all here at Altman.
Saving money is awesome. Saving money on items you actually use? Fantastic. Hi, Paul White for the Half Off on Out by Store in Louisville. If you think you'll find the same low prices, huge variety, or great customer service at any other store, you'd be wrong. Stop into our store in Louisville and see what great deals we have. Follow us on our Facebook page at Half Off Store to see super specials. Why pay full price? Come in and experience the Half Off on Out by Store in Louisville, next to the Medicine Center Pharmacy.
Hi, I'm Pam Cook. Join me and our friends at General RV as we make a difference in the lives of our local families. It's the 18th annual Wish-A-Thon benefiting Wishes Can Happen, and it's all possible because of the generosity of you and great local supporters like General RV.
Hi, I'm Charlie. Hi, I'm Violet. Hi, I'm Liza.
Hi, I'm Lincoln. Hi, I'm Mason.
We are the Wars family.
We're kids who want to help kids, and you can help too. All you have to do is pick up the phone or stop by Springbrook Plaza today.
Come make a donation to Wishes Can Happen, because at Roars we want to make things grow.
Let's do it for these kids!
Roars Nursery. We want to be your #1 nursery. Roars Nursery.
Lowe's knows when you're looking for reliability, the right brand makes all the difference. And now, Lowe's is the exclusive home improvement retailer for the Whirlpool water treatment line, including their Wi-Fi softener, under-sink filtration system, and more. With Whirlpool's proven performance and our everyday low prices, better tasting, better quality water is within reach. Shop pro-trusted brands like Whirlpool and more, in-store or online. Lowe's. We help, you save.
William is one of millions of Americans who uses GoodRx to save on the cost of their prescriptions.
My oldest daughter, Camilla, 2 days old, she had to have open heart surgery. All of a sudden, she's on 5 different medications. It adds up at the end of the month. Me and the pharmacist got so tight. She said, GoodRx save you a lot of money. Saving that extra $200-300 a month. We're able to do all these extra activities, so it puts less stress on our household, and it puts less stress on our pockets.
Download the free app or visit GoodRx.com and start saving today. GoodRx user compensated for their time. GoodRx is not insurance, but can be used instead of insurance.
By Planview contracts and exclusions at EnduranceWarranty.com. Auto repair bills are through the roof. $3,000 to replace the transmission, $4,000 for a blown engine. And if your manufacturer's warranty is expired, you'll have to cover it all out of pocket. You need an Endurance Auto Protection Plan. No matter what the mileage, if your car is under 20 years old, Endurance can get you covered on the engine, electrical system, transmission, AC, drivetrain, and more. Endurance has plans for any budget. Repairs can be done at the certified mechanic of your choice, and they're paid directly with no middleman. Plans cover 24/7 roadside assistance, towing, battery jumps, fuel deliveries, tire changes, lockout services, and a 30-day money-back guarantee. Act now and get our elite benefits, including complete tire care and key fob replacement, a $2,000 value at no extra cost. With Endurance, you could never pay for covered auto repairs again, so call now for your free quote. Call 800-380-9012, 800-380-9012. Again, that's 800-380-9012.
1480 WHBC. Wow, 100 years. That's a really long time.
Hey, we still
According
got
to the latest
news
poll survey,
after this,
WHBC
so you got
from
news
6
and
to 10
weather,
a.m.
so you still got
has
a
a
couple
rating
minutes.
that any other station would give their transmitter to have. 65% of the audience. News director
Welcome
Jim
back,
Burnett.
and
The
let everybody
WHBC
know we are
News
also
Department
live on
strives to continually
WHBC's
serve the
Facebook
community
and
through accurate
WHBC's
reporting of
YouTube
events that
page,
affect the
as well as
community.
1480 and 94.1.
Cox reporting WHBC's 11 o'clock news for the Home Savings and Loan Company.
1480 WHBC has touched Stark County lives for 10 decades, and we plan on being here for another 10. 1480 WHBC.
WHBC AM and FM, Canton, Ohio. It's the 18th annual AultCare Wish-A-Thon to benefit Wishes Can Happen. Live from the Develop Apartments and Builders Pavilion at Springbrook Plaza. News Talk 1480 WHBC and Mix 94.1.
It's hour 29 of the 18th AultCare Wish-A-Thon to benefit Wishes Can Happen. Sponsored by Old Carolina.
Good morning. Jim Michaels with WHBC News. AccuWeather says mostly sunny and warmer this afternoon. The high 86, currently 73 degrees. There's still the last check with Route 30 closed in Columbiana County, closed east of Hanoverton, west of Lisbon. Looks like you can use 172 to get around that closed part of 30. The Stark County coroner working to determine the identity of a badly decomposing body found in the bushes on the property of the former Lindsay's restaurant on West Tusk near I-77. Police say the man was wearing clothing, his cell phone next to him. Police stress it was not the body of Ryan Godby, missing since June 19th and presumed dead. The Akron Police Department making some progress as they investigate that incident last month where 15 people were injured in the parking lot of a high school building. They have released surveillance images of a person of interest. One image of a young man firing a weapon. Akron Police Chief Brian Harding says much more needs to be done here.
You have had some movement, but nothing imminent to announce on that. And it is an active investigation, so I can't really share a lot more on that.
5 people injured by the gunfire at the Mason Community Learning Center. Another 10 hurt as people tried to flee the lot in their cars. More at WHBC.com. 2 children riding with their parents in an Amish buggy seriously injured Wednesday night when the buggy was rear-ended. All others involved taken to the hospital as well. Kids initially taken to Cleveland Clinic Mercy, but then flown to Akron Children's. The accident happened just after dark on Route 250 near Beach City and Sugar Creek Township. State Patrol investigating. Israel's cabinet, the security cabinet, okaying the plan to retake Gaza City. Here's Fox News Radio's Tanya J. Powers.
Israel's political security cabinet approved the plan, which would expand military operations despite criticism of the war, both at home and abroad. Fox's Bill Hemmer asked Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu if Israel would occupy all of Gaza.
We intend to, in order to assure our security, remove Hamas there, enable the population to be free of Gaza, and to pass it to civilian governance.
Hamas already calls the planned escalation a war crime. Walmart store on Route 62 in Canton cut the ribbon this morning for their remodeled store. Check presentations to several local nonprofits and a salute to employees who've been with the store since it opened in 2004. Guardians at the Chicago White Sox. Tanner Bybee gets the baseball tonight for Cleveland's 7:40 first pitch. We'll have the first Browns preseason game. Rookie quarterback Shedeur Sanders in Carolina taking on the Panthers. Kickoff at 7. Airtime right after the end of the Wish-A-Thon. And your AccuWeather forecast is next. Then it's back to the 2025 Wishes Can Happen Wish-A-Thon live from Springbrook Plaza. Jim Michaels on 1480 WHBC and Mix 94.1.
Now,
all right, we're
your
coming
local
back
weather forecast. Stick with us. News Talk 1480 WHBC.
Here's your AccuWeather forecast. Today will be mostly sunny with a high of 86. Expect reduced air quality from smoke caused by Canadian wildfires. Tonight it will be partly cloudy with a low of 65. Tomorrow brings mostly sunny skies and warmth with a high of 89. Sunday continues with mostly sunny and hot conditions, boasting a high of 91. Monday will be warm with brilliant sunshine, reaching a high of 89. With the AccuWeather forecast, I'm meteorologist Joe Lundberg for News Talk 1480 WHBC.
Now, back to the 18th annual AultCare Wish-A-Thon to benefit Wishes Can Happen. Here we go! Live from the DeVille Apartments and Builder Pavilion at Springbrook Plaza. News Talk 1480 WHBC and Mix 94.1.
An absolutely beautiful Friday morning. And Nick, turn the echo off. We are here for the 18th annual AultCare Wish-A-Thon to benefit Wishes Can Happen. 330-649-WISH, WHBCwishes.com. Or like I said, stop by. Springbrook Plaza is the place. The party's been going on for a while, and I'm so very excited to welcome a new face, a new voice into the broadcast, into the party this year. Back at it at News Talk 1480 WHBC. John Bazika. John, how are you today, man?
Good. How are you, Fantone? It's great to be here with you, my guy.
Good. So excited to be on board with you. And for the first time ever, sharing a broadcast. So this is exciting stuff, right?
I know. It didn't take long to get there. You know, it was like somebody joked with me last week. I decided to start last week, and
right.
They were like, wow, you picked a really like mundane time to start. Had the Hall of Fame, have Wishes, and high school football coming up. But no, this is one of the premier events, not just for WHBC and for Mix 94.1, but also for Stark County. This event, Madeline, Cindy, what it means to everyone, what it means to all of us. We've obviously for so many years called this event our own, and you know, we're always so proud to help these Wish kids, to help out such a great organization. So it is great to be sharing the microphone with you today.
No, dude, it's absolutely fantastic. And it's so great to share the stories because nobody can tell these stories better than the families who have gone through them. And right now we are very, very lucky to welcome one of those families up to the stage with us. How are you both doing today?
We're doing great. Yep.
Good. So excited you guys are here. Why don't you go ahead, introduce yourselves, and tell us a little bit about what brought you here to the Wish-A-Thon today.
Well, I'm Blaze Rucker, and I had cancer, and then I got free from cancer, and went to a tropical island, and now we're here.
I love it, dude. I absolutely do. And the idea of, you know, a family who's going through this, obviously you deserve all the support in the world. And the fact that you have to go through this, number one, I'm sorry, but number two, I'm very, very happy that Wishes Can Happen is here for you. So, Desiree, give us a little bit of insight about, as a mom, what this was like and what this wish meant to you.
You know, going through the journey with Blaze, he handled it so maturely. And so it was hard to hear that your child is diagnosed with cancer. But the way that he handled it made it, I don't want to say easy, but, you know, much easier. So he's a phenomenal person, just the way he handled everything.
I can tell you got that old soul on you. You got that smile like you
Yes.
do, like you can 100% see it. So speak a little bit about the wish and how it all happened.
Well, after, or really during one of my treatments, our social worker came in and was like, hey, you're going to get a wish. And I was like, all right. And she was like, what do you want? And I said, let's go to Hawaii. And it was amazing. And I think it's a great experience to, obviously, cancer is not a great experience, but I think the things afterwards is really encouraging and helps people fight through it.
Did you receive the wish then when you became cancer free, or?
Yes, we did.
Did you know it was a possibility though, as you were going through the cancer diagnosis?
No, we had no clue that he would get any kind of wish. And he always wanted to go to the beach.
Mm-hmm.
That was going to be his 18th birthday present, was to go to a beach.
Wow.
And so when he got this wish, that was immediately, I want to go to a tropical beach. So
did it live up to the hype? Like, you had this idea of what it could be. What was it like?
It was beautiful. Like, you think about how it would look, but when you finally get there, it's just so much better than you would ever imagine. Like, it's just beautiful.
Was there a sense of relief, Blaze, like when you were there, knowing that you were through everything and having that moment on the beach? Was there a sense of relief that overcame you?
Yeah, it was just kind of like a I made it moment, you know, like it's over and I'm healthy now, and thank God that I can just lay on the beach cancer free.
We're talking with Blaze and his mom, a Wish kid who, like so many other Wish kids, has that infectious smile, has that energy about him, obviously has that kind of, that story that resonates with people. And Blaze, I'm so glad you decided to share it. And when you talk about lying on that beach and being with the people that you love, what did that mean? Like, how did that, give me a little bit of insight about how special it was.
I mean, just to know that I was healthy and to have an experience like that where people just spend all of this on you just because you're healthy now. It was just incredible just to experience something like that and just to be with my family and to be healthy. And it really puts perspective in if I'm having a bad day, there's so much worse out there. And I don't know, it's just amazing.
Mom, what was it like for you?
it was magical. I did not think I was a beach person. I've never been to the beach, and I didn't really care to go to the beach, but that was Blaze's wish, so that's what we did. And I am a beach person now. It was great.
Desiree, knowing that, the organization, Cindy, Madeline, the others that help out, that they're the ones that are helping to put this together. Maybe when you can't afford to do that or can't create that moment for your son, what does that mean to have someone else caring about your son as much as you do and wanting to make sure that his dreams come true after he's been through arguably the most terrible thing he'll ever face?
Yeah. It's hard to put it into words because, there's kind people in the world, but to actually see it and experience it is just beyond what you could imagine. I said we didn't even plan for this. So for them to be so accommodating, and Christy was our wish granter, and she just would call on the trip and, is everything okay? Are you guys having fun? Do you guys need anything? They took care of everything. It was just nothing I would have ever imagined.
Blaze, for you being so young, seeing acts of kindness like that, and not just with the Wish family, but with also the doctors and the others that helped you, what kind of outlook does that give you being 18 years old, knowing that there's that level of kindness out there?
Actually, he's 15.
15. Oh my gosh. I thought you said you were 18 years old.
15.
Oh my gosh.
It was just amazing. And with this type of thing, being 15, you can't really act childish, I feel like. So I think this whole experience has really matured me
Yeah.
in a way.
And the nurses and the Dr. Elkis and Nurse Amanda and all the other nurses that helped they made it easier.
I was going to say, I know Matt keeps joking with the fact that you're an old soul, but I mean, you really do carry yourself like you're like 30 years old. Like, I mean, something like this, it ages you, doesn't it?
It does. 100%. You can't really act like a child or feel like one when something happens like that. So,
and unfortunately for so many families, that's the truth. Their child gets robbed of that youth, gets robbed of that innocence when they have to face this. And I wish you didn't have to. But obviously you going through that process has, certainly matured and developed, and like what you're going to be able to face, because obviously, dude, life's going to throw curveballs at you again, whether it's, cancer, whether it's health issues, whether it's life, whether it's money. The fact that you've already proven that I can make it through and I can make it to the other side, dude, you got a bright future in front of you. And let's talk about that, because obviously you do. You've got stuff you're excited about. You're healthy. You got, some of that beautiful Hawaiian sunshine on you. What do you got coming up? What are you excited about?
Well, school's going to start soon, and I'm not so much excited about it, but I'm grateful for it, because last year or the year prior, I wasn't at school much because I had cancer, but now just being at school every day, and it really puts into perspective, like, I get to go to school, I don't know, but
being a normal kid,
being a normal kid.
Where do you go?
I go to Tusky Valley.
Oh, Tusky Valley, TV representative. I like that. I like to hear that.
But I don't know, what do we have coming up? Nothing.
No, this trip to the beach was our big
normal life
this year,
right?
So.
Maybe a little slice of normal life,
Yeah.
a little slice of boring,
It
and a
will be
little
nice.
slice of like, hey, let's just get the school year started and get it underway. I love it, and I love that you guys have that in front of you. It's great stuff.
For both of you, how have your peers, Blaze, handled the fact that you've been battling cancer? Have your friends and your classmates, have they reached out to you? What's that been like?
Well, when it was happening, I didn't tell anybody. I kept it a complete secret because I didn't want to be known as the cancer kid. So I just kind of kept it to myself. And then a couple months after I was cured from it, I told one of my friends, and that was the first person I ever told. And it's getting easier now. I can tell people without feeling so much, I guess, dread telling them, because it's not happening to me. So I feel like it's easier to tell people. But, what do you say to that? They don't really...
They can't understand.
No, nobody can. And I
Yeah.
mean, we all want to have empathy, but until you're in it, nobody knows what it is. And Blaze, I completely understand and empathize why it would be hard for you to tell people. But dude, keep telling people. Keep spreading the word about what happened to you, about the organizations like Wishes Can Happen that were there to support you, the people that loved you. All those things matter. And honestly, dude, like, I don't know. I feel so excited for you. You're 15 years old. You've got this bright future. You've got all this, opportunity in front of you. And it's going to be a great year, man. I'm really I can't wait till next year so we can all get the updates.
Yes, thank you. Yes, and we would just like to say thank you to everyone who has donated, who is, or will donate. Wishes Can Happen does amazing things. It gives kids hope and joy, and it's through the donations that can happen.
Desiree, I still see such an emotional relief too on your face too.
Absolutely.
Like, I mean, you can tell there were tears, but you can also it's like a happy tear at this point, isn't it?
Absolutely, yeah.
Yeah. What's that been like?
Well, I am not really an emotional person, but it's
definitely brings out the more emotional side of you.
It does, yes. Just as a mother, you just want your kids to be healthy and happy. That's the only thing you want for them. And when they're not, and there's not a whole lot you can do about it, it's hard. It's really hard.
Because they become your everything. I mean, you're you're there for them, not the other way around.
Right, exactly.
When you're facing that challenge, when families in the area don't know where to turn, when they don't know what's going to happen next. Luckily, time and time again, year after year, decade after decade, Wishes Can Happen continues to be here to serve those families. It's the kind of stuff like this that makes people donate. So thank you both for sharing this story. Thank you both for, being willing to come out here. And like I said, I'm already looking forward to next year when we get the Blaze update about what happened at Tusky Valley and all the good things you have going on at life. So thank you both for being here. We genuinely appreciate you.
Thank you for having us.
Thank you for having us.
We are broadcasting live from Springbrook Plaza, online at WHBCwishes.com or 330-649-WISH. That's 330-649-9474. Your donation makes a difference. Stop by, get online, give us a phone call, and give us some money because we want to get that wish board total up. It's sitting at 14 right now. We got to get it higher than that.
I think I want to see that at I don't know. We're here till 2. You want to
get it up?
We're gonna try to get it. I think I want to see 20.
I'm saying 15's next. I'm saying 15 is next. Help us get it up 1. And then every step along the way, every dollar, every donation, it all accumulates and it all adds to the good stuff. He's John Bazika from 1480 WHBC. I'm Matt Fantone from Mix 94.1. And this is the 18th annual AultCare Wish-A-Thon to benefit Wishes Can Happen.
Hi, I'm Pam Cook. Join me and our friends at General RV as we make a difference in the lives of our local families. It's the 18th annual Wish-A-Thon benefiting Wishes Can Happen, and it's all possible because of the generosity of you and great local supporters like General RV.
Looking for unbeatable deals on top brands? Head to Family Wholesale in Canton's 30th Street Plaza. With 28,000 square feet of national brand merchandise, apparel, home goods, health and beauty products, and more, you'll save up to 70% off retail prices. As Stark County's largest liquidation store, Family Wholesale is your one-stop shop for incredible bargains. Don't miss out. Visit Family Wholesale today in Canton's 30th Street Plaza. And don't forget to check us out on Facebook for exciting new deals weekly.
Kimball proudly continues to support the Wishes Can Happen annual Wish-A-Thon. As a staple in the community for over 70 years, Kimball is committed to giving back to the communities they serve and is excited to be a part of this incredible event. Grab your clubs. It's the American Heart Association's 28th annual Bill Phillips Legacy Foundation Golf Classic, happening Monday, August 11th with a 9 a.m. tee time. Join us for a day of golf, games, and giving back, all in support of heart health in our community. For more details and to register, visit heart.org/Canton Golf. That's heart.org/Canton Golf. Let's swing for stronger hearts. We'll see you on the green.
Most people in radio commercials talk really fast. But we made this one for RV owners. Progressive knows they like the slower pace of RV life, like this commercial. And they know Progressive will protect their RV at a fair price with discounts. Now here comes the fast part. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and affiliates. Discounts not available in all states or situations.
If you have back-to-school shopping to do, then you should make Macy's your first stop. That's because your Macy's store has back-to-school essentials at incredible prices, like complete looks from Epic Threads, Levi's, and Abercrombie Kids. Character outfits from Hello Kitty, Mickey, and Minnie Mouse. Plus, backpacks from JanSport and High Sierra. The best part? Get it all for 25 to 50% off. That's right, up to half off. But hurry in. These back-to-school deals end Sunday at Macy's. Savings off already reduced prices. Exclusions apply.
Let's go! You're still glowing, flirting, grooving. You still got it. But your immune system weakens as you age, making it harder to fight flu, pneumococcal pneumonia, RSV, and COVID-19. Vaccines are a key part of any health routine and help strengthen your immune response. Ask your doctor or pharmacist which vaccines you need. Schedule in minutes at vaxassist.com. Sponsored by Pfizer.
An official message from Medicare.
I turned 65 this year. I knew it was time to figure out
I think
Medicare,
we're coming back in
and I
60
had
if the net
questions,
fill doesn't
like
have
when
anything
to
else
enroll
for it.
and how to enroll. So I went straight to the official source, Medicare.gov, to get the facts about Medicare. I found answers to all my questions, and I'm ready to get started. And so can you. Just go to Medicare.gov to get the real facts about Medicare.
Paid for by the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services.
You're great at protecting your own personal information. You probably even use things like two-factor authentication, strong passwords, VPN. But as much as you try to be in control of how your information is protected, there's lots of places that also have it. That's why LifeLock monitors millions of data points every single second for identity threats. If your identity is stolen, a LifeLock specialist is going to help solve the identity theft issues, guaranteed, or your money back. Save up to 40% off your first year with a promo code Beck at lifelock.com. Terms apply.
News Talk 1480 WHBC. Celebrating 100 years of broadcasting excellence.
Hey, gang. Thank you very much for allowing us to go by. The sound of the Wing and a Prayer Company and Babyface, and that nubs us up close to 9 o'clock. Rick Zengler will be reporting the news then. It'll be time for Don Edwards then to check out the weather one more time, and the skipper at 9:10. This year's Special K in the morning, Bob Trailing, and happily so on kind of a gloomy-ish day. Put a little sunshine in your own life by starting out with a smile here in the morning, and I hope we can do it again together sometimes.
Celebrating a century
Yeah,
of
we're coming
broadcasting. Here's to the next 100. 1480 WHBC.
Now back to the 18th annual AultCare Wish-A-Thon to benefit Wishes Can Happen. Here we go. Live from the Deville Apartments and Builder Pavilion at Springbrook Plaza. News Talk 1480 WHBC and Mix 94.1.
The Kimball Wish Board still sitting at 14, which is a great number. I'm proud of that number. I want 14 families in the Stark County and surrounding areas to get a wish, but we got to get that number higher, and we can't do it without your help. And luckily, we've made it as easy as possible. 3 different ways you can get on board when it comes to the AultCare Wish-A-Thon to benefit Wishes Can Happen. 330-649-WISH. That's 330-649-9474. WHBCwishes.com. Or, of course, stop by Springbrook Plaza right here on Whipple Avenue. It is the biggest party on a Friday morning in Stark County. And John Bazika, welcome back to the Wish-A-Thon, baby. Excited that you're on board, dude.
You know, it's great to be here again. It's great to be able to help out and be a part of this and spend the time with you and get to know these Wish kids. And it takes me back to memories of when I was just an intern and I helped out with this the first time 11 years ago. So that's kind of crazy. I
also have an old school Wish-A-Thon story. It was from my first run here at Mix 94.1, which was, 12, 13 years ago at this point. But I remember sitting in the overnights and I was on my laptop. I can't even remember what I was doing. And the next thing you know, I was just like crying because listening to these vignettes, listening to these stories, listening to these people tell what they've gone through, it's incredibly emotional. And it's so important when it comes to painting the picture of Wishes Can Happen. Because on one hand, you've got stories like Blaze, who I'm so happy we got to interview him, coming up here, a ton of life in that kid, and cancer-free at this point. And then on the flip side of that coin, unfortunately, there's a lot of kids that don't make it. And regardless where they are in that journey, Wishes Can Happen is there to walk alongside of them and their families. So I said it yesterday, I've said it last night, and I'll say it again today. We have magic happening right now at Springbrook Plaza.
Yeah, it really is a one-of-a-kind type of event, and there's so many ways that you guys can get involved. Obviously, you can call to donate, 330-649-9474, or if you want to find other ways to help out, the one thing that I always love telling people about is our Solinsky Force auction page. I think this is the place that if you're a sports fan, Matt, I don't know if you are, but I'm a bourbon guy.
Okay.
And there's a bourbon lovers rejoice on here. The current bid is $150. You can place your bid now. You can go to WHBCwishes.com. You can go down to the auction page. You can find it. And maybe you too could get this great bourbon selection that looks outstanding.
And there's so much great stuff. I mean, you're drinking brown liquor, we got something for you. You want a cup of coffee, Tremont Coffee, putting together an amazing package. They're going to be able to get you hooked up with the Tremont at home experience. You want to talk about sports stuff, dude. First of all, an autograph from Hammy. I love listening to a baseball game on 1480 WHBC. It truly is radio at its best. And the fact that you can get that autographed Tom Hamilton program, the fact that you can get up into the broadcast booth with the Cleveland Guardians, that's really, really cool stuff. And John, I don't want to oversell this, but also up on the Selinsky Force auction page, we have the opportunity to be a co-host on the radio. Now, you can do it with Kenny and JT, which is going to be a great experience, or you can come be on Mixed Mornings with Matt Fantone. We would love to have you on board. We would love to have you in studio, and we would love to have that donation to support Wishes Can Happen. So Selinsky Force auction page, good stuff all over it.
I did see that. There's
bid on it. You want to bid on it? There's a spot. Come on, Masika. I can get you a roll.
I might think about it. I don't know if I can get up that early though. That's my problem. I don't know how you do it, Matt. Coffee and a number of other things really help with that in the morning. Also, maybe you're a Taylor Swift fan. Get the Taylor Swift Super Bundle. Vinyl, merch, and so much more. My wife is like a Swiftie that's just like, she's all over it.
So is my wife. Dude.
Women in Taylor Swift.
She's a needle mover.
Yeah, I mean, she's great. Can't say anything bad, but you're right. The Tremont Coffee and Tea Basket is great. Harold Fannin, local kid, signed pictures for him. He's going to be the Browns tight end this coming year. So
what a big story, by the way.
That's really cool.
Like, what a big story. And you're right, that local tie-in, that Stark County High School football, that really, really is awesome. So the fact that you can bid on that is great.
Well, and keep in mind, too, Friends and Family Credit Union Wishes on the Road. You can also go out there on Erie Street South in Massillon, 3920. Pam Cook's going to be out there from 11 until 1 today, collecting donations at Friends and Family Credit Union. Then after all of that is done, our WHBC radio sports voice in Dan Belford will come over here with a literal bucket full of cash that you guys have donated. He'll be like a little leprechaun at the end of the rainbow, coming in here with his pot of gold. And he'll lay it on the table in front of Kenny and JT and say, here's all the money that they've donated.
Belford and the team over there at Friends and Family Credit Union, just undefeated. Dan's great. The voice of Stark County High School football, so many iconic moments. And I think this is important. There's a reason why these blue chip Stark County brands, whether we're talking about Friends and Family Credit Union, whether we're talking about AultCare, whether we're talking about Tremont Coffee, Master Tech in Massillon, these true brands who are a part of this community continue to support Wishes Can Happen. They know the value that this organization brings to the community. They know the results that it gets. So there's a reason why they make these donations. I ask you to join them today. Every dollar counts. Whether you're a business owner who's ready to cut a big check, or a person, an individual who's ready to do that, or you're driving on Whipple right now, you've got Mix 94.1 on, and you've got 73 cents of change underneath your chair. I don't care what it is. You bring it by. It is going to make a difference when it comes to Wishes Can Happen.
The only hope that we have is that if you have that change somewhere in your car, please pour some water over it, dry it off a little bit.
Dig a little deeper is what I'm saying. Really get under that seat. Really find what you got under there.
Because I don't know about you, but I have that little holder in my front seat, and I look in there and I'm like, oh, that's a breadcrumb from something that I ate last week. So, you got to be careful on that too. Make sure that it is, run it through some hand sanitizer. Let's go back to the COVID years of doing this and make sure that the money is germ free when it comes in here. Either way, though, we'll take that money if it's coming in here. I think the great thing about this event too is that there is a certain level of sameness to it each year, but also it's unique in that every year the stories that we get to hear are different too. We get to hear from different kids that are getting different wishes granted every single year. And Madeline and Cindy and the team at Wishes, they continue to work just as hard every single year to put together those wishes for the kids. Even as the price of things go up, they're still finding a way to grant those wishes for these kids through what we do here. And I think that that's a large testament to just how much it means to them that through everything that goes on in the world, they've continued to find a way year after year to reach the number, even if it means more money.
That That 40 years of experience is what it's all about, John. The idea here that Madeline, the team, they know how to make this magic happen. They've been doing it again and again and again and again. And the fact that, if I said, hey, I'm going to spend $10,000 and take my family to Disney, I'm not providing a VIP experience with that $10,000. I'm not. I'm just not. I'm going to be barely getting by. I'm going to be getting that Dole Whip, but I'm going to be saying, hey, we're all going to split it. Like, it's going to be, one of those situations. That's not what happens with Wishes. These families go down there. It's all expenses paid. It's his VIP up, facilities that they're dealing with. This is, truly the red carpet experience. And that's why your dollar goes further. You can't just spend that money and get this experience. You have to have the relationships. You have to have the 40 years. You have to have the reputation that Wishes does. And that's why they continue to get that support from the community again and again and again.
Well, and I always think it's cool, too. I remember the first year that I was involved. Again, that's been 11 years ago. But I remember that there was a kid who came then that was, like in grade school at the time. And then by the time I was done in my first run at the station, that kid came by again, and he was in like high school. And that's the other thing, is you get to see these kids go from this traumatic experience young in their life that is just a horrid moment that they would never want to remember again. But this not only helps them after they get through that so many times, but it helps them to find that next gear in their life and promote them towards saying, that was just one little step back, but now I'm going to take a larger step forward because someone has granted me the ability to see the good things in life again. And that's so hard when you're facing some sort of life-threatening illness, to know that there's going to be light at the end of the tunnel for you. If you know that, it is such a positive and reinforcing experience that that, hey, if I get through this, and even if I don't, I have this opportunity to make a once-in-a-lifetime experience. It's really cool.
That light at the end of the tunnel, that memory made, those pictures, those videos, those smiles, all truly priceless, but unfortunately, they do come at a price. We need your donation. We need to get number 15 up on the Kimball Wish board. So we need you to call in 330-649-WISH. That's 330-649-9474. WHBCwishes.com. Like John and I said, the Selinsky Force auction page up and a ton of cool stuff there. Or in person, Springbrook Plaza is the place. We're going to be broadcasting until 6 o'clock tonight, baby.
We are. I was going to say, I know that when I was here the first time, we used to try to figure out things that maybe the on-air talent didn't like to eat or something. And if something like that happened, then there would be some sort of donation made.
Well, let me tell you about the story of Java Joel. And at this point, JT eating dog biscuits. Our buddy Aaron comes up here every year with his homemade dog biscuits.
Is that what I saw on the table over there?
That's what you saw on the table over there. And every year, Java Joel will eat a dog biscuit for a donation. He's coming in at noon. I don't know what that dollar total is going to be up to, but Java Joel has a dog biscuit in his future. Dude, this is the good stuff that happens here at the Wish-A-Thon. So stop by.
I mean, I'm
not
gonna lie. I've opened the box of milk bones for our dog before and been they look kind of good. They do. I've opened them. I've been really hungry late at night and been yeah, I'll eat a milk bone. I'm not saying I'm going to right now, but I'm saying there are things like pickled. Well, no, I'm not going to go down that path. I'm not going to open that up, because if there's one thing I've learned about the radio is once you say it, it's out there, and someone's going to do it.
It's out there forever. He's John Bazika. I'm Matt Fantel. Let's get to a break because I want to get more Wishes families on. It is the 18th annual AultCare Wish-A-Thon to benefit Wishes Can Happen, and it's happening right here on 1480 WHBC in Mix 94.1.
It's hour 29 of the 18th AultCare Wish-A-Thon to benefit Wishes Can Happen, sponsored by Old Carolina.
Who doesn't love shopping when everything is discounted and there are no shipping delays? At Habitat for Humanity Restore in Canton, you'll find new and gently used furniture, appliances, and much more at 50